Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're all excellent. In today's video, I want to showcase a few presets from my latest free preset pack for the Fractal Audio FM3. The FM3 recently got a firmware upgrade to 1.06, so I've updated my last free preset pack, which was made for the 1.04 firmware, and I've added a few special use presets to that I want to showcase today. The idea with these is that I want to showcase some of the creative uses of the functionality in the FM3, things like modifiers, scenes, and channels. Let's start with this preset that I've called Lush Alternatives, because I love reverb and I love delay, and the FM3 gives you so many options when it comes to those wonderful Lush time-based effects. But we're going to focus on this preset which uses the multi-tap delay and the plex delay to give you some alternatives to your classic, like dual delay and reverb sort of sound. So this preset has 8 scenes. The first 4 are all based around the multi-tap delay. This first one is just a simple dual delay. And that's a nice alternative to using a standard delay block. I've got a faux reverb on scene 2. This is using the multi-tap delay diffuser, and it does kind of sound like a reverb. Now, I would highly encourage you to use a preset like this or a scene like this as a starting point to fuel your own creative use of these presets. You can hear that has quite a high effects mix. So if that's too much for you, go to the level in this particular block and drag it down. Another example might be something like the straight up plex dual delay. Over here, I won't go through every scene on here. You can grab the presets and try them for yourself. Let's hear that. It's a little bit of a different flavor to the multi-tap delay, dual delay. So there's kind of not as much feedback there. It is a little bit more of a subtle effect. On scene 6, we have one of my favorite reverbs ever, just a straight up plex reverb. Again, do not be afraid to get in there and tweak the level or tweak any of these parameters. This is just a starting point. There's also some cool creative applications of the multi-tap and plex for things like this multi-tap delay quad flanger. So this preset is really fun. You can just kind of use it as a reference point, save these blocks to your blocks library, use them any way you like. Let's move on to another preset in here. I've kind of baked together some of those sounds from that previous preset into combinations. So this one has like a dual delay with a plex reverb. It's kind of like a continuation of the previous preset. Huge, Lush, there's things like that. This one is probably my favorite scene in this preset. It is the quad tape delay with the shimmer reverb. This one is gorgeous if you want to do those kind of faux keyboard pad sounds with volume swells. There's a few other clean presets in there. One of my favorites is this that I've just called ADSR Verb Thing. I've ported this from the FX3. This uses the ADSR controller to control a sweep on the parametric EQ. It is pretty fun. Thanks to the magic of television, I now have my PRS, and I'll go over some of the high gain presets. This one is probably my favorite preset in the whole pack. I've called it cheat codes because to me, when you have loads of distortion and delay and a wonderful wah, they're my cheat codes for playing lead guitar. This one uses the pitch follower modifier attached to not only the amp gain, but the delay mix. So you can play rhythm guitar down low and then jump up to play lead guitar. The gain will increase and you'll get some delay in there. That one is so much fun. I've put another scene on there using a random LFO to control the wah, and this kind of mimics a typical, well, I shouldn't say typical because it's a random shape, but you know, when you're just kind of sitting there rocking on the wah, you're not really following a set schedule on it or anything. This actually sounds quite natural to me, and it's so much fun for playing lead as you get up higher because you get more gain, you get more delay. It's ultimate cheat code time for playing slippery licks. Utterly ridiculous. Let's hear another high gain preset. This is actually my live preset. I've done a video breaking this one down, so let's bring that up. This uses a few tricks with the multi-band compressor and some parametric EQ. It also uses the custom IRs that I've used in the pack. So if you see something with user cab number 1 and you don't have this particular LT Brit 4x12 V30 mix IR in there, make sure you load it in, otherwise you won't get any sound. But this is my live preset, crunch, lead, and some rhythmic delay. There's a whole bunch of other just kind of straight ahead presets based around classic amp and effect combinations, but I'm going to ride out on this one. This is using the synth block to generate some synth tones, which are then run through the pitch block and a multi-tap delay to give you these big pads that you can play over. There is one for the key of A minor and one for the key of C minor. I'll play over that C minor one right now. You can check the video description. It will give you a link to download these presets. I encourage you, try them out, steal as many things as you like from them. If they're not 100% to your particular taste, do not be afraid to just use them as a starting point. And I really hope it inspires you to dive deep into the FM3 to create the sounds that are in your head, because that's why I love the Fractal audio units. I can not only just recreate classic sounds, I can chase the sounds that I've been chasing for so long that are swimming around in my brain like this. Stay safe, be excellent to one another. I'll see you next time, and enjoy the pack. Let me know how you like it.